Good morning, everybody. Happy November 12th. And so we're going to hop right in. Interesting week coming up. A lot of listening to the signs and just listening. So our crystal of the week is Labradorite. And I have two different Labradorites, which it's kind of interesting because yesterday I was teaching an Aroma Touch certification class at this beautiful whole life therapies business in Berwick, Maine. Hey, Misty. And so when I was there, I was drawn totally to this beautiful piece of jewelry that was there, and it was a Labradorite ring, and I was like, I have to have that, as Misty can attest to, and that was that, and I just could feel it, and it was like perfect right at that moment, and I rarely do that kind of thing, and I just knew it. So I now get to have Labradorite on me all the time. It is a stone of magic and transformation. I just am so drawn to it. Ever since August, that's when I bought my first one, and it's just so good. So it helps to bring us extrasensory perception, a sense of multiple levels of energies and consciousness. It also protects us from negativity, and it expands our awareness. So it's an amazing and beautiful gemstone to have. They're really easy to get at any, rock shop or metaphysical store. So anyway, that is my Labradorite story. Next, so yesterday was this big, divine gateway opening, portal of manifestation. It was 11/11 in an 11-year, because 2018, when you add in numerology, it's considered an 11-year. So it was a super powerful day of manifestation, of really of setting some big intentions, not little intentions. And we're really in the after effects of that. So just know that we're still kind of integrating the energy from that huge opening of yesterday, and we're going to just continue to bring together, the heart and the soul, the head and the heart, the personality and the soul, the mind, the body, like these different things that we have going on. If you think about it, and part of the reason why I love using essential oils is, it's plant medicine. It comes from plant energy. Plants are always they have roots and they have stems and leaves, right? All at the same time. So plants are really this beautiful reminder and a modeling of bringing together, all of these dualities. So that's kind of the energy of today and of this next week. So you have full universal support to act on your spiritually inspired ideas and promptings and feelings. And so just like I was drawn to this Labradorite ring, is the same way you will be drawn, and you'll feel your energy moving in certain directions. And if we can really take that leap of faith and follow those promptings, it will bring you into your own flow. And even if some of them are hard, but you just can feel it, keep going in that direction. So you're really just extending into your truth more and more and more and more. These are the last 4 days of Venus retrograde, and then literally on the 16th we start Mercury retrograde. So, we have some other planets in retrograde still. So our own self-value and self-worth is still really being highlighted right now with Venus being retrograde. So enjoy these last 4 days of really feeling into more of having that deep understanding of your own self-worth. They really are our top priority right now. Act upon these inner messages and do something that's good for yourself. So Mercury retrograde, I'm going to just speak briefly about it. We'll talk more about it next week. But like I said, it starts on the 16th, which is Friday. You know, and this is usually a time of like more introspection, more right-brained activity, more of a slowdown. I like to think of it as kind of a magical time of introspection where things slow down. It feels sometimes like you're walking through mud, but if you know that and embrace it, it actually can feel really good. That awareness will allow you to slow down and to realize as different things pop up, like that are externally slowing you down, like you're stuck in a traffic jam, or something's been delayed, or your computer's taking forever to handle something. If you have that awareness of just, oh yeah, you know, things are going to be a little slower right now, it just lets go of that frustration and building anxiety. It really dissipates it. Wow, I'm doing a lot of releasing for everybody. That's great. So we can feel more sensitive, more psychic, more aware, which is already kind of where we're at this week. And just be aware of the ease it is to misinterpret other people's communications. Mercury retrograde is for 3 weeks. It's over December 6th, but you know, there's a pre-period and a post-period, these shadow periods. So it's so easy to misinterpret people's communications during this time. It is amazing. And so again, feeling a little slower, having some more compassion for yourself, for others, and more patience is going to help all of it to go much easier. So that's just a little precursor. Okay, so Helichrysum is our oil of the week. So again, like, you know, it's so interesting to me, the Sunday before my Monday morning messages. Like, so yesterday I taught that class. I then was drawn to the Labradorite. I really wasn't thinking about it. I just acted. This morning, I mean, the ring was in my bedroom, not at my altar, not in my office space. I had really forgotten about it. And then as I go to, you know, ask the universe what stone, it was like immediate Labradorite, and it just popped out and had to be, and I was like, oh my God, I just got that yesterday. Helichrysum, I dropped Winnie off at my glorious trainer who hangs out with him and loves him all day while I'm teaching. And I go to pick him up and he bounces his sweet body and teeth into my face. Where is it? And literally like punctures my lip with his tooth. Like, really? Anyway, so I start bleeding and I immediately put Helichrysum on it, which is stitches in a bottle is what it's called. And again, like this, and I'd forgotten about it, and I put it on another couple of times. I mean, it immediately stops the bleeding and, you know, starts to bring down the inflammation. I have a little bruising, but not really much else. Anyway, and then this morning, what happens? Hello, Helichrysum is our oil for the week. So just, these are those signs and awarenesses that are really fun to start being more aware of, because it's kind of funny. Anyway, okay, so Helichrysum releases despair. Here's our wonderful card from Christy Diamond in her aromaheal.org if you want to get these cards. I love these cards. They're really powerful to use. So it releases despair and anguish, trauma, Winston trauma, betrayal. It instills healing and courage. And it really gives us this ability to overcome pain and heartache. And it gives us also an appreciation for the lessons learned. So enjoy that. It creates some transformation as you're starting to understand these lessons that we've all come through and maybe have a deeper realization of after this, 11/11 portal. Okay, moving on to our cards. Card one of the day is the koala, empathy, rest, sensitivity. So this is definitely has come up like in all these other ways already. Speak less, listen more, get to know yourself and others in a deeper, different way because you're in more of a state of responsiveness instead of reactivity. It's a great card to get as we are in this shadow phase of Mercury retrograde and allowing communication to be on more than just the spoken word type of a level. Again, that's more of a right-brained way of being. Even just being aware, a little more aware of your surroundings, being out in nature. There's all these leaves. There's all these leaves. They keep coming back onto my lawn. But when you walk in them, like it's such a crunchiness that is just different. And so this morning walking Winston, I was just super aware of the leaves crunching. And it's just nice. It's just nice. Okay, so next voice that was heard this morning is from our inquiry cards. What's the right timing? So this brings on kind of a new theme of the next couple of cards. What's the right timing? So this portal that we just came through yesterday and that we're still feeling the after effects of is this portal of opening and inspiration and dreaming big and setting a tone for the rest of the year and literally into the following year. So what is the right timing is really a beautiful reminder of moving forward, but also doing things in the right timing as they feel, as they start to well up and feel like it's the right time to do and to take action and to take these bigger steps in your life. So great one. You are never alone. So as you are taking these big steps or taking some action steps that are leading to these bigger ideas and plans and manifestations and magic and transformation, you are never alone. Like, this disconnection that that many times we feel or move through our earthly existence feeling, this disconnect with the divine or with others, this aloneness that we feel, is all an illusion, / a big lie. So breathe into your own connection with yourself, with your divine spark, with the divine, and your angels and guides and ancestors, and then with all of the beautiful beings that are around you and that love you and that you love. We are all divine energy, and feel and see that connection. And again, that will help us to move through, this coming up Mercury retrograde in a more fluid and graceful way as well. Okay, final card of the day, leap. So I love it. The universe supports all that you do, but first you must leap. So what a great confirmation of, after going through this portal of this divine inspiration, bigger vision, and now we have a card that literally says leap. And she wanted to be last. She wanted to speak her truth last. She usually comes in more for like first or second, but today she was like, I don't care about anything else that you've heard today, take the leap. So the other aspect of this that I love is, are you leaping towards something or are you leaping away from something else? And that's been a big theme of some dear friends and colleagues and patients, people I coach. Like, there's a leaping away of situations that are no longer serving. So be aware that that's also possibly what's going on for you. It's not just leaping towards all this amazingness, it's also leaping away from things that are not working anymore. And you know it. You can feel it in your cells. You know it. Stay in your body and stay in your heart and your soul and your gut. Stay in the truth of who you are. It will literally make things flow and happen so much easier. And all of that resistance, or I should, or this is what it's been expected of me, or it seems like it would be easier if I had all of these things in this situation, instead of knowing your truth and saying, you know what, it doesn't matter. I need to leap into my future. What gives you that inner smile and that pleasure and bliss? What makes you feel light and happy and joyful? Go in that direction. Run in that direction. Live with that courage and cultivate, a life of bravery and courage, self-truth and self-love. I love you guys. It's so great to be with you this morning, and have a gorgeous and beautiful week. And I just feel your connection. Know I am absolutely connected with all of you in the most beautiful way, and I'm so grateful for your connection with me. And have a beautiful and inspiring, magical week. I will see you in a week.